Welcome to Coffee with Sound, Navigating Life and Retirement. And we are sitting here one day after the election, and what more important time to be able to talk about strategies to navigate life and retirement than when you have uncertainty in the market like we do right now.
Right.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about some of the potential risks out there. So Josh, what are some of the risks that maybe some of our clients are facing right now?
You know, when you invest, there's several different risks between the companies you choose or the market that it's in, you know, whether they're overseas, potentially what's going on with the government. But I think a lot of times what people don't realize is there is political risk involved with companies. And so, Chris, if you could just explain a little bit about what political risk in the market is, I think that'd be helpful.
Yes. Can I go back elk hunting?
Yeah, well,
I was enjoying that last week with Dad
enjoy
in the mountains. It was nice. So, as you guys said, we're the day after the election, and we're going to talk about this based on what we know right now. So, by the time you hear this, you're going to know more than we do sitting right here. So political risk, first off, when I hear political risk when it comes to the markets, I think of this in a way, I almost want to say this doesn't happen in America, but it does, because of the way our markets today have so much information, and the markets attempt to be efficient, and the markets attempt to price in what it expects to happen. And so in this case, you had a couple of different scenarios that the polls were demonstrating, and the markets were trying to jockey for position to front run that.
Right.
And pretty early on Tuesday night, that they were demonstratively wrong. And you saw a sell-off in the overnight markets, and then you saw a rebound in the overnight markets. And here on the Wednesday, we're seeing a rebound right now. Now, the challenge is we think today that we're seeing a rotation away from the stocks that would have benefited from a political stimulus package, because now the market is not expecting that political stimulus package anytime soon, and you see a rotation towards stocks that would not have to need a stimulus package. You can have like tech stocks.
That's what I was going to say. So when you think about stimulus and who needs it, the tech stocks usually, or at least right now,
that's right,
aren't those types of stocks.
That's right. And so you're seeing a rotation into tech. Now the challenge with that, Josh, is that tech stocks are the ones that we've been talking about are in a bubble.
Yeah.
So as an investor, I would not recommend anyone chase money into that stock environment. Okay. Right. And so what are we looking at from political risk? And you know, we got to remember, guys, this is purely speculation today. This is what we think is going to happen, that we're probably going to get gridlock in Washington, very similar to what we saw 2010, 2012, that type of environment. And then we might enter an environment where the Fed's the only game in town, and the Fed is pushing money into the economy via the markets, okay? That's a different story than pushing money into the economy via economic stimulus packages.
And the gridlock creates uncertainty as far as the stimulus.
It certainly...
Or extends the timeline?
Absolutely. And the markets hate uncertainty.
Right.
That's honestly, I believe, what's what concerns me most, is that the way markets react to uncertainty is just, it finally gets sick of uncertainty and runs the other direction.
Right.
And we'll see how that plays out. That's not what we're seeing today, which honestly to me is a little odd.
Yeah.
I think that we're seeing a really odd day in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
And not even an odd day in a contested election. Look some of this up. So we had a contested election in 2000. But we had 3 in the 19th century. So, you know, contested elections in the United States are not unheard of. We have designs in our Constitution and in the processes of the government for close elections to be contested if they need to be. Mm-hmm. And so there's a legal process for this to follow, and we're hoping that it follows a good one, whatever that outcome is. The good news in this, Dave, is that we should be dealing with facts soon. Right. I like that idea, that we can deal with facts. So this is completely politically agnostic. We just want to deal with the facts.
And so what are we going to do as from a strategy standpoint to navigate this environment? How do we pivot, and how do we navigate this environment as far as what we're going to do from an investment strategy standpoint?
Right. And you know, as you know, because we're all in a meeting this morning about this a little bit, by the time our clients are hearing this, they may even see us do some rebalancing. We're seeing a good opportunity to rebalance on the fixed income side. We see a potential good opportunity to rebalance on the economic gold rotation sleeve. And that's actually the sleeve, guys. We need to remember to maybe explain this in the coming episodes. And so we could see some trades both in fixed income and gold in the very near future. Now, stocks, we're still looking for that stock pullback. So the cash that we raised earlier this year, going conservative, we want to wait till stocks pull back and giving us a good buying opportunity. We got to remember that we're in a bad recession, we're in a global pandemic, and there's still some time to run in both of these events. Now, the really good news that on the other side of this, both political parties are pushing an infrastructure package, and that's where great opportunity could come for the nation. And that's what we're really looking for in the investments. And I don't want to put a time frame on it, but starting in 21, I think we could see some light at the end of the tunnel. There'll be some real optimism for that period of time. It's getting to that point that we just want to be careful.
And I just want to reiterate this. We're not reacting to something. We're seeing an opportunity.
Yeah, we're seeing an opportunity, and we're following our system. This goes back to we're not trying to front run anything. We're letting the facts dictate within our rules-based methodology where we want to reinvest, or rebalance is a better word for this, where we want to rebalance our clients' monies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah, there's opportunities out there. We just got to be patient for them.
I agree. Well, I appreciate y'all listening in today. I hope you enjoyed what's going on. Please give us feedback. Call your advisors with any questions. We also have some other cool things going on this week. We got a podcast we're launching.
Yes.
So it'll be launching off Thursday after y'all see this. You'll be getting a little bit more information on how to follow it, but it's going to be The Chase, and we'll be sharing some more information along the way with each of these weeks to let it go. But any final words on that before we say
goodbye? The Chase, I'm excited about The Chase. That's going to be a fun topic to tackle. We've had a great team work on it. You too, Tanya, our friends at ID Digital. So we've got an awesome team that have made us look really good. I'm excited. Hope you follow that as well.
Well, you have a great day. Have a blessed one, and we'll see you next week.